Okay, today we are trying to finish up a project that I've been wanting to do for a while. I planned it out for a little ways. I wanted to do it last year, but the natural pool took precedence. So this is the hoop house. I have a greenhouse, which is where I start my seeds, but the hoop house is really what I'm going to be using this season to grow my tomatoes and peppers and some various herbs. But I wanted to show you kind of the process and where we're at. We're trying to get it wrapped up right now. The steps that we use to build this hoop house, just for ease, we have 4 beds running across down it. It's, by the way, it's 23 by 40, and we have 4 beds. We built the 2 inner beds. We had ordered a load of topsoil in, built the 2 inner beds, used a tractor to fill those. Then we backed off and built the 2 outer beds and then filled them. I've been doing some amending and stuff, so my soil's all ready to go. But the very first thing that we did, you can get down here, the posts down the center. This was key in our design this time. I've built one of these hoop houses before when I lived in Lawton, Oklahoma. Straight line winds all the time, and it basically just tore it apart. I just did your basic hoop house frame with PVC, which is fine depending on your area. I was not in the right area for it. This time we cemented all of these posts down the center, or almost the center, and made it sturdy. And then up there at the top you can see we've got a ridge beam running across to tie one end to the next. Then we have the hoops that we put together, and we use 3/4 inch PVC, 3 sticks on each hoop, glued them together with couplers like you do with PVC, and then attached them from one end all the way around to the other end. We've got them every 4 feet running all the way down. And then let me show you over here. Then we put 2x4s right here. We're about 2.5 feet up off the ground, all the way down. We put these 2x4s. We're using these clamps, the 3/4 inch pipe clamps, to go over and secure the pipes in. We did the same thing, use that to attach the boards from the inside, and then also a self-tapping screw right through the center of it to make sure it doesn't slide up and down. The reason for that is because we will be putting these little metal tracks all the way down and using what's called wiggle wire to hold the plastic in place on that board. The reason that's important is because down low here is where we can raise the plastic on both sides to allow airflow. Now, I went through this morning and I put in bird netting from here down, stapled it in nice and secure to try and keep the critters out, because I don't want them in here. So that was that part right there is already done. We today my husband came out here and we framed up the ends. This is the south end, the other end is the north end. Got a wood wall framed up with a doorway on each side. We still have to build the doors. And got everything braced off. And so it's actually pretty strong, pretty sturdy. And I think it's gonna work out for us. We still got, I taped most of it the other day. My husband still has to go across the top, the parts that I couldn't reach. But you have to put something, we're using duct tape, in between the plastic that you put over and the PVC. For some reason it causes some sort of a chemical reaction, and so you can't have them touching each other. So we got to finish up the duct tape, and then we will be ready, just about, for the plastic to go over. I'm very excited, and I will show you the finished product when we're done.